2026 Money Rules. Part 1. The old money playbook is dead. Introduction. 2026 is not the future. It is the filter. Most people think 2026 is still ahead of them. In reality, 2026 has already decided who will win and who will struggle. The difference is not luck. The difference is not education. The difference is not effort. The difference is how money works now. Rules that worked 10 or even 5 years ago are quietly collapsing. People who still follow them are working harder every year, but moving nowhere financially. 2026 does not reward effort. 2026 rewards positioning, leverage, and adaptability. If you do not update your money rules, you will not fail loudly. You will fail slowly, and that is far more dangerous. Rule number 1. Income matters more than intelligence. In 2026, intelligence without income is irrelevant. You can be highly educated, extremely knowledgeable, exceptionally talented, and still be financially unstable. Why? Because money does not care how smart you are. Money only responds to value delivered at scale. There are people with average intelligence earning extraordinary income because they understand how to package skills, solve painful problems, reach large markets. Meanwhile, many brilliant minds remain underpaid because their skills are not connected to a paying system. The new rule is simple. If your skill cannot produce income on demand, it is incomplete. Knowledge is potential. Income is proof. Rule number 2. Jobs are no longer security. Skills are. The idea of a secure job is one of the most expensive myths of modern life. In 2026, companies restructure overnight. Roles disappear due to automation. Entire industries shift in months, not decades. A job is not security. A job is permission-based income. You're secure only as long as someone else approves your role. True security comes from transferable skills, market demand abilities, the ability to earn outside a single organization. A skill gives you options. Options give you power. If you lose a job but keep your skill, you're not broken. If you keep a job but lose relevance, you're finished. Rule number 3. Saving alone will never build wealth. Saving is necessary, but it is not a wealth strategy. In 2026, inflation silently punishes idle money. Cash that does not grow is shrinking in real value every year. Saving has one purpose: to protect you from emergencies. It does not exist to make you rich. Many people feel safe because they see numbers in their savings account. What they do not see is how purchasing power is quietly being stolen. The new rule: save to survive, invest to grow, build income to win. Saving without growth is financial stagnation. Rule number 4. One income stream is a risk, not a plan. Depending on a single source of income in 2026 is dangerous. One employer, one client, one platform. That is not stability, that is exposure. When income comes from only one place, stress increases. Fear controls decisions. A growth becomes slow and cautious. Financially resilient people build layered income. A primary income source, a secondary independent income, a scalable or digital income. This is not about greed. This is about survival and leverage. Income diversity turns problems into inconveniences instead of disasters. Rule number 5. Online presence is economic presence. If you're invisible online, you're invisible to opportunity. In 2026, clients search before they trust. Employers verify before they hire. Markets reward those who show proof. An online presence is no longer about fame. It is about credibility and access. You do not need millions of followers. You need clarity, consistency, demonstrative value. Visibility builds trust. Trust attracts opportunity. Opportunity produces income. Silence does not protect you. It removes you from the game. Rule number 6. Hard work without leverage is a trap. Hard work is common. Leverage is rare. Two people can work equally hard and earn vastly different results. Why? Because leverage multiplies effort. Leverage can be digital content, systems and processes, automation, capital, distribution, In 2026, working harder does not guarantee progress. Working smarter is not enough either. You must work with leverage. Effort without leverage creates exhaustion. Effort with leverage creates momentum. Rule number 7. Mindset is a financial asset. Most financial limitations are psychological before they are economic. Common limiting beliefs. I need to be perfect before starting. Risk is dangerous. Money is complicated. This is not for people like me. These beliefs quietly cap income and ambition. The 2026 mindset is different. Learning happens during action. Mistakes are data, not failure. Speed beats perfection. Adaptation beats planning. Your mindset determines what you attempt, how long you persist, how fast you learn. A poor mindset is more expensive than a lack of money. Reality check. If you rely only on a degree, a job title, a savings account, you are exposed in 2026. This era rewards skill ownership, income flexibility, strategic visibility. Those who refuse to update their rules will not suddenly collapse. They will slowly fall behind and struggle to understand why. In Part 2, we will cover investment rules for 2026, assets versus liabilities, modern definition, digital income and ownership, why the middle-class money model fails. Part 2, how money actually grows now. Introduction. Earning is not the same as building wealth. Most people believe that once income increases, wealth automatically follows. That assumption is one of the biggest financial traps of modern times. In 2026, many high earners are still financially fragile. They earn well, spend well, and remain stuck. Why? Because earning money and growing money are two different skills. Income keeps you alive. Assets make you free. This part focuses on how money grows in the current era, not in theory, but in reality. Rule number 8. Assets matter more than salary. A salary is temporary. An asset is persistent. In 2026, wealth is not defined by how much you earn each month, but by how many assets you own that can produce value without your constant presence. An asset is anything that produces income, appreciates in value, scales without proportional effort. Examples include equity in businesses, digital products, intellectual property, high-quality content libraries, productized services. A salary stops when you stop working. An asset continues even when you step away. The new focus. Convert active income into asset ownership as early as possible. Rule number 9. Assets and liabilities have changed. Traditional definitions of assets and liabilities are outdated. In 2026, a car can be an asset if it generates income. A degree can be a liability if it produces no return. A business can be a liability if it consumes more time than it pays. The correct definition is simple. An asset gives you more time, money, or leverage. A liability takes time, money, or mental energy without return. Do not judge assets by labels. Judge them by behavior. If it drains you, it is not an asset, no matter what it is called. Rule number 10. Consumption is the enemy of growth. Modern marketing is designed to turn income into lifestyle inflation. As income rises, expenses quietly expand. Standards increase. Commitments multiply. This creates the illusion of success without financial strength. In 2026, the real advantage is controlled consumption. This does not mean living poorly. It means living intentionally. Wealthy individuals delay gratification not because they cannot afford things, but because they understand opportunity cost. Every dollar spent on status is a dollar not invested in freedom. Rule number 11. Digital assets are the new real estate. Previous generations built wealth through physical property. This generation builds wealth through digital ownership. Digital assets have advantages: a low startup cost, global reach, high scalability, minimal maintenance compared to physical assets. Examples: online tools, paid communities, software tools, templates, systems, and frameworks, media channels with monetization. In 2026, digital assets are not optional. They're the fastest path from skill to scalable income. Ownership beats employment in the long run. Rule number 12. Investing without understanding is gambling. The rise of easy investing has created false confidence. Apps make investing feel simple. Social media makes speculation look intelligent. In reality, many people in 2026 are not investors. They are gamblers with better interfaces. True investing requires understanding risk, time horizon clarity, capital discipline, emotional control. If you do not understand how value is created, what drives returns, why an asset grows, then you're not investing. You are hoping. Hope is not a strategy. Rule number 13. Ownership beats wages over time. In the early stages, wages feel safer. Over time, ownership becomes unstoppable. Ownership can be equity in a business, revenue share agreements, royalty. Employees trade time for money. Owners trade value for leverage. In 2026, the goal is not to quit working. The goal is to work toward ownership. The earlier you start owning, the less pressure money has on your life later. Rule number 14. Middle-class money rules are outdated. The traditional middle-class formula: study hard, or get a stable job, buy liabilities slowly, retire late. This system worked when inflation was low, jobs were stable, growth was predictable. In 2026, this model creates long-term stress, not security. The modern approach: learn continuously, earn from skills, build assets early, create optionality. Security now comes from adaptability, not routine. Rule number 15. Cash flow is more important than net worth. Net worth looks impressive on paper. Cash flow determines daily freedom. Many people appear wealthy but feel trapped because assets are illiquid, expenses are fixed, income is inflexible. In 2026, strong cash flow provides decision freedom, stress reduction, opportunity access. The best assets are not the biggest ones. They're the ones that pay consistently. If you earn well but own nothing, you're still dependent. If you spend everything you earn, you're still fragile. If you invest without understanding, you're still exposed. Wealth in 2026 is built intentionally, not accidentally. Art 3. The habits, systems, and framework that decide everything. Introduction. Money is a system, not a moment. By 2026, financial outcomes are no longer about single decisions. They're the result of systems repeated over time. Most people wait for motivation. Financially strong people build structures. This final part focuses on the invisible drivers of wealth: habits, time allocation, risk control, long-term thinking. Money grows where structure exists. Chaos consumes income. Rule number 16. Time, energy, and attention are the real currencies. Money is replaceable. Time is not. In 2026, the most valuable people are not those who work the longest hours, but those who protect and deploy their time strategically. Every day, you spend time, mental energy, attention. Where these go determines your income ceiling. High performers reduce low-value tasks, eliminate distractions, automate routine decisions. Low performers stay busy but unfocused. If your attention is constantly fragmented, your financial growth will be too. Rule number 17. Wealth requires boring consistency. Social media highlights dramatic wins. Real wealth is built quietly. In 2026, financial success looks boring. Repeating proven actions, tracking numbers regularly, improving systems slowly, avoiding unnecessary drama. Excitement often signals risk. Consistency signals durability. The ability to stay committed when progress feels slow is a major financial advantage. Rule number 18. Risk must be managed, not avoided. Avoiding risk entirely is itself a risk. In 2026, the real danger is not failure, it is stagnation. Smart risk management includes keeping survival costs low, avoiding irreversible decisions, taking calculated, asymmetric risks, separating ego from strategy. Risk should be controlled exposure, not reckless behavior. Those who never take risks remain dependent. Those who take unmanaged risks burn out. Rule number 19. Financial education never ends. Degrees expire. Markets evolve. Strategies age. In 2026, learning is not a phase. It is a permanent requirement. Financially adaptable people study market shifts, review mistakes objectively, update strategies regularly, learn from multiple industries. Ignorance is no longer neutral. It is expensive. The moment you stop learning about money, you start losing to those who did not. Rule number 20. Systems beat willpower. Willpower fades. Systems persist. Relying on discipline alone eventually fails. Designing systems reduces friction. Examples: automatic saving and investing, scheduled skill development, predefined spending limits, standard decision rules. In 2026, financial discipline is engineered, not forced. Design your environment so good decisions are easy and bad ones are inconvenient. Rule number 21. Debt is a tool, not a lifestyle. Debt is neither good nor bad. It is powerful and dangerous at the same time. Productive debt builds assets, increases earning capacity, produces returns above cost. Destructive debt funds consumption, reduces flexibility, increases stress. In 2026, debt amplifies behavior. Used wisely, it accelerates growth. Used emotionally, it locks people into years of recovery. Rule number 22. Money problems are often identity problems. People act in alignment with how they see themselves. If someone sees themselves as bad with money, not business-minded, not wealthy type, their decisions unconsciously confirm that identity. In 2026, financial growth often requires identity upgrades. From consumer to owner, from worker to value creator, from saver to allocator. Your financial ceiling is tied to who you believe you are allowed to become. Rule number 23. Long-term thinking is a competitive advantage. Most people optimize for comfort today. Financially strong people optimize for optionality, resilience, freedom 5 to 10 years ahead. Short-term thinking leads to lifestyle inflation, emotional decisions, reactive behavior. Long-term thinking creates calm, clarity, and leverage. In a fast world, patience is rare and valuable. Rule number 24. Simplicity outperforms complexity. Complex strategies feel intelligent. Simple strategies work. In 2026, many people overcomplicate money. Too many goals, too many tools, too many opinions. Strong financial systems are clear, repeatable, measurable. If you cannot explain your money strategy simply, you do not fully control it. Rule number 25. Freedom is the true metric. The ultimate purpose of money is not status. It is freedom. Freedom to choose how you spend your time. Say no without fear. Handle problems calmly. Adapt to change. In 2026, wealth without freedom is just another form of pressure. The goal is not to impress others. The goal is to reduce dependence. Final reality check. Money will not save you. Systems will. Income will not free you. Ownership will. Motivation will not protect you. Structure will. 2026 will reward those who build skills, create assets, protect time, think long-term, and it will quietly punish those who rely on outdated rules. Time, energy, and attention drive income. Consistency beats intensity. Risk must be managed. Systems outperform discipline. Identity shapes financial behavior. Freedom is the real goal. The 2026 Money Framework complete. Build income through skills. Convert income into assets. Create systems for consistency. Protect time and attention. Prioritize ownership and cash flow. Think long-term. Optimize for freedom.